at the height of the 3ds Max, there is a Z axis, and this is the X axis and this is the Y axis. Okay, so we want to give the effect of noise in the Z axis. Okay, so that we have to add the value for the Z. Means when I go on increasing the value of the Z, it gets destroyed like this. Okay, so it has gone bent in the Z axis. So this is the height which we have got. Means as we go on increasing the height of this value, we can destroy this object in the Z value. Okay, now the scale of the scale is the amount of noise. Okay, so that we have to reduce. When we go on reducing the value, what happens? Just watch. So now this is becoming like this, and now we have to decrease the Z value like this. I want to create the mountains. Okay, for that I will add the fractal value. Fractal value is the value in which we can add more noise. Means just like a creased paper, we can add this. So the roughness, we can adjust the roughness also. So this is, we can increase the roughness and decrease the roughness like this, and we can just have the Z value in like this. Okay, so now this is the thing. In this way we have created. Now this is only a plane. This is normal plane. So if we take one piece of paper, if we see this from this view, okay, now what else I can add to this? There is one modifier which is called as a mesh smooth. So what is the mesh smooth? The mesh smooth makes the object smooth. All the edges will become smooth. Now see, when I apply the mesh smooth modifier, all the rough things became smooth. Okay, so now this is we can see, if you want to create some environment just like the mountain area, so that, and if you want to show that there is one bridge over here and there is a road, and on that road the bus is traveling or something, so you can use this type of modifier to create the mountain area. Now this when it is just a plane, means this is having some only one surface and this is having no texture. So to make it realistic, suppose now if I render this, this will look like this. Okay, but why? Because there is no texture now. So I will go to the render setup and I will increase the render size. So that size is HD video, HD TV. Now after rendering, it looks like this. Okay, now to add the texture to this, what we have to do, either we have to find the ready-made texture of mountain, or else we can create the texture in Photoshop. Okay, so now to apply the sky effect at the backside, what we have to do, I will go for the rendering and I will change the color of environment. By default, the color of environment which is around this 3ds Max is black. Now if I go see this, this is the color of environment, and what we can do, we can apply some image to that also. So I will go to the bitmap, and at desktop I have one folder of maps. In that maps I have the image of sky. So that sky image I am using. Okay, now if I render this, F9, see. So now the sky is added at the background. Now this these mountains are looking real. Now I want to show that these mountains are made up of snow. Okay, for that what I will do, I will just press M, and I will apply some material to this. Okay, now this material, to this I will apply one image, and that image will be of the rocky stones. Okay, and which is covered with the snow. Okay, So it looks like this. And when we render this now, F9, means anyone will get convinced that this is the actual photograph of a site. And we know only because what is this means actually this is nothing but a plane, normal plane. Now we know that from the top view it looks like this, in the left view, and in the front view it looks like this. Now I want to add some light to add the realistic effect in this. So I will use the Omni light. Omni light is a light which emits the light in all direction, just like a tungsten bulb. Okay, so I will add a light over here. So when I add the light over here, when I go to the parameters of the light, I can set on the shadows. Okay, so I have made the shadows on, and what can I do else? I can choose the intensity, the color of light also. If I want to make it yellowish, so I can change the color of the light also. Means it will create the shadows according to the angle of the light. Okay, so now if we press F9, now see. So the shadows are also created over here because of the light. Okay, and then as per the lighting, so we have to adjust the camera angle, light, and to make this scene more effective, okay, and more realistic. Now instead of this, suppose I don't want this particular snow mountain. Okay, for that what can I do? I will just go to the this material editor, and instead of this image I will use the grass and ground image to this to make it different. Okay, and I will just change the light direction like this, and then I will render again. We can change the texture according to our requirement, and this texture can also be created in Photoshop by using the brush tool. We can create this type of texture.